Good evening, you're watching Estuary News. Coming up, we visit a college in Scunthorpe to find out why they're excited about cars. And we find out what you think of strike action as we take to the streets in Grimsby. And my guest is Grimsby's singing sensation, Dean Fox. Welcome to Estuary News. I'm Emma Lingard. Now it's over to Richard Morris for the news headlines.
Hello there. The youngest chef to win a Michelin star has visited our region. Aidan Byrne was at the Grimsby Institute to judge the final of the UK Young Seafood Chef of the Year. He was impressed by the talent on show, which featured young chefs from across the country, and is in no doubt that Grimsby was the right place to host the event.
I think competitions such as this help keep Grimsby alive and you know the city of seafood, and it's very commendable for the college to put this competition on, and it can only help with the industry.
One of the most important figures in the Tigers' history, Dean Windass, has been in Grimsby today helping to put smiles on the faces of sick children. The Hull City Ambassador visited St Andrew's Hospice to talk to the youngsters and to help raise awareness of the work the staff do to support kids in our region. He says it's an invaluable service.
I didn't know what a hospice was till I walked through the door and you see all the children, you know, obviously suffering and struggling, but they're all smiling, they're all happy. I certainly won't be going out this building miserable anyway, so just puts life into perspective really. If people have got millions of pounds and put it into places like this, because you know the children do need it, and the staff obviously need it as well.
Police are keen to speak to a man who was knocked unconscious during an altercation at a Hull nightclub. The victim is described as white with short dark hair and of medium build. He wore a white short sleeve shirt and dark jeans. Anyone with any kind of information is asked to contact Humberside Police. And what are your favourite sporting memories? Well, Links Inspire Libraries are putting on sessions to allow people to discuss just that. They've put on a series of weekly reminiscence sessions to help bring the community together and tackle many issues. Derek O'Connell from the service believes sport is a great tool for tackling some of society's biggest issues.
It's very important that people are able to exercise their minds, to exercise their memories. It's also very good for tackling the dangers around social isolation. People in later years, it's all too easy once somebody's retired to become socially isolated.
That's all from me. Bye for now.
Thank you, Richard. Education has always been pushed to team up with industry to ensure students get practical real-life experiences. A college in Scunthorpe has recently launched a vehicle apprenticeship scheme with a national firm. Dave Nunn brings us this report.
Students studying motor vehicle courses at North Lindsey College are set to benefit from a new £12 million investment in a purpose-built facility and the creation of hundreds of new apprenticeships.
The academy was set up last year and it's run for its first year. The first lot of students are now progressed onto their full apprenticeships. But this year we're looking for an increased number of applicants and from a variety of sites all across the country really, but there's a base in the region. And yes, this facility is going to allow them to train in purpose-built facilities with state-of-the-art technology.
The partnership with the national motor repair firm Just Car Clinic also means great news for the students, as it gives them the chance to go straight into a job after completing their course at the college.
The idea is that after the 12-week programme, they'll actually come and hopefully be employed by the company. Last year's intake were all fully employed and are still with us now. It means they hit the ground running and they're actually using equipment comparable to what we've got in our body shops.
Along with all the developments in the offshore wind industry and the opening of the Humber UTC in Scunthorpe this September, the addition of this scheme shows an increase in interest in the Humber region as a manufacturing hub, and that's something the college wants to capitalise on with this new scheme.
It means that we are perfectly positioned with brand new facilities, staff fully trained in place to be able to make the most of the opportunities out there for the young people that are coming to us. It's a bright future at the moment in the region for engineering, motor vehicle sector, and it means that we're going to be able to give them the best possible training in order to go out and get those opportunities that are coming now into the area.
You're watching Estuary News. Coming up later, we find out what you think of strike action. And Richard Morris will bring you the sports news. Now, there are many talent contests out there, and out of them comes some fabulous voices. Last year, Grimsby acoustic guitarist Dean Fox won Lincolnshire's Got Talent. Since then, he has gone on to perform around the area and is about to release his debut single, and he joins me in the studio. Welcome, Dean.
Thank you for having me.
Lincolnshire's Got Talent, that happened last year, didn't
yeah.
it? What was it like to win that?
It was great. There was a lot of talented singers in there. To be fair, I didn't think that I would actually win it. I thought if I get to the final, I'll be happy with that. But then when they announced my name, the winner, I was in total shock.
What made you then enter that? Because you didn't do a music course or anything like that, did you?
No. It's I've always gigged in bands when I was 18.
Right.
I was in a band called The Kicks, and we used to gig around the town, and was doing really well with it. But then I wanted to make it into a career. But because the other band members had commitments, it was hard to. So I ended up, I think it was about 3 years ago, I went solo.
Okay.
And then I just progressed from there.
Yeah. Now, you said there at 18 you were in a band. I mean, have you been musical from a young age?
No, to be fair, no. I was into my football. I was always playing football.
Right.
And I always used to like to sing, but I wouldn't never sing in front of anybody. So, but the sort of stuff I used to sing then and what I do now is totally different.
Okay.
Because back then I was into like Westlife and stuff like that. I know it's corny now, and I'll kill myself for saying that, but yeah, Westlife, Boyzone, and I always used to sing them sort of songs, and only to myself. But then I just kept developing, and kept going and going and kept at it, and then I started to get into music a bit more.
Yeah.
And then I started listening to like the Rolling Stones, the Beatles, the Kinks, and stuff like that, and that's my sort of era now, like Rod Stewart, Stevie Wonder, all sorts. I've got a great wide taste in music, and
but that's brilliant. I mean, would you say that's had a big influence, and those those bands that you're into now, have they influenced where you are now in your career? Yeah,
definitely, because I never knew what I actually wanted to do, because I've always concentrated on doing covers and pleasing the audience, so I've never really found myself as an artist, so I didn't know what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And I just went from there. I wanted to do acoustic music mainly.
Okay.
Because I like the likes of Jack Johnson, which is nice acoustic music.
Yeah.
Ed Sheeran as well. I love Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to go down that avenue. And then I just thought I'd got to start writing. So that's what I did.
So to come from where you are, obviously you had dreams of being a footballer. And,
yeah.
And
I think everyone has when they're young, aren't they? They all love football.
Apart from me.
That's definitely what I wanted to do, yeah.
But it's great, though, that you found this, and to win Lincolnshire's Got Talent, because also, I believe, you auditioned for The Voice, didn't you?
Yes, I did,
What happened for that?
I got through, what it is there's a lot of stages before the actual TV show, a lot of selection process.
Okay.
And I managed to get through the 3 rounds, and I was just waiting on the phone call.
Right.
But unfortunately, the phone call never came, so I didn't make the cut.
Yeah.
But it's a knockback. I've had many knockbacks, but I've always kept going, and I've got stronger and stronger, and it's what I want to do. And I'll follow my dreams. That's what I want to do.
That is brilliant. I mean, do you get feedback when you go to these different contests? Do they give you feedback on it all?
They're not allowed to.
Oh, really?
No, well, they do say, they always said to me that we love your tone of your voice. It's unique. Yeah. So I don't know what it is that
I was going to say, I did read that. Yeah. What do they mean by your voice is unique? Do they not give you any further?
No, they didn't. They said they really enjoyed my voice. I love the tone of the voice, and she said it's a very recording voice. So I was thinking, well, why I on it then? What's the problem? But I keep going for it. But then I've been for the X Factor before as well.
Yeah.
And the same scenario really. It's all a selection process. So if I'm not what they're looking for at that time, I'll keep going for it. Yeah.
Do you find, I suppose, in that respect, there are fashions in music, aren't there? What's in, what's not.
Yeah.
And I know we see, like you said, you've mentioned Jack Johnson and Ed Sheeran already. The boy with the guitar on the stage. Are we still in love with that type of act?
I think it's changing all the time.
Yeah.
I think, it's hard. They always seem to, if there's something new comes along, they jump onto that sort of thing at the minute. So I'm not sure. I'll just hope what I'm doing, hopefully will get out there.
Yeah.
And people enjoy my music. So.
Yeah. Well, you've took, I suppose, in the last year, your career's probably gone quite fast, would you say?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
Yeah. Where would you like to see yourself then? Where are we going for with this?
I'd like to be a successful artist, a solo artist.
Yeah.
That's what I'd love to do, yeah.
I mean, I know I was looking on your Facebook page earlier and just, mentioning to people, Dean Fox is coming on. People know you in the locality, don't they? Because you're already out there performing. Do you find you're getting that fan following?
Yeah, it's good. And it's always nice to me, even when I go out, sometimes people come to me and go, oh, you're a superstar, you're great, I love your voice. I get really embarrassed with stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
I don't take compliments well. But
you should, you've got to get used
to
this.
I'm not very good at it.
But this is it. Well, we're going to come out of... go look at some other stuff in a moment, but when we come back to you, we're going to carry on talking about your career, but we're also going to get you to play, which is why you're sat here with your guitar.
That's fine.
So stay with us, don't go away. Right, it's time now for another school in Big Questions for Little Kids.
We are from Springfield Primary School. Is it ever okay to tell a white lie?
Personally, it actually depends on the situation, as sometimes it may be for a good reason or sometimes for a bad, but sometimes there's actually no point of telling them a white lie because it can just end up to be one massive lie that can just carry on and carry on.
No, because I've always been told honesty is the best policy, so, and like, even if it's to help them or to give them confidence, it should be done so that it can't escalate.
Lying is something that has to be done, but it really depends on the situation.
Sometimes, like, if you think it, like, say someone's had a haircut and you don't like it, but it's good to tell a white lie instead of them thinking until they can next have a haircut, thinking like, oh, I look really bad, and then staying inside.
I think it is and not. It depends on the situation.
It's okay if it's to make someone happy or to boost their confidence, but if it's going to have a negative impact, then that's wrong.
What sort of negative impacts?
Like, it could lie to the police, which could pervert it, like the case.
And if your school wants to take part in the Big Questions feature, then call the news team on Grimsby 01472 315 553. Well, now it's time to take to the streets to find out what you think on some of the topical issues of the day. We visited Grimsby to find out what you think of strikes.
My dad worked there 40 odd years, but he took his redundancy. I think it's wrong what they're doing to them.
That depends on their financial situation. If they want to go on strike, they've got to take the consequences of not having money when they go. But they've got to get the right work conditions, the right money to not go on strike in the first place. They've got to be treated better in the workplace so they wouldn't go on strike.
Me, I've never believed in striking. It destroys you. It destroys the industry, it destroys your employers. Strike is not the weapon, you should keep on talking until you find a solution.
I think if it's done in a fair way, I don't like it when violence and things like that erupts, but if it's just a general protest, if you like, or giving their opinion and views and nobody else has listened any other way, then it's fine.
That's it with going on strike. You either work and want the money, or it's only a matter of pence, isn't it, when they do go on strike. But
what they're going to get out of it, is it going to be worth it?
Well, my guest tonight in the studio is acoustic guitarist Dean Fox. Now, Dean, we were talking before about obviously how you got into this and your musical career. Now, you've got a single coming out on June the 21st called I Like the Way. What's that song all about?
Well, it's about my friend that I stole the idea. Well, I didn't steal the idea off. It was his story, sort of thing. And I just put that
it's not his song.
No. And I put it into words.
Okay.
and expressed it into a song.
Yeah. How easy is songwriting? Do you find it comes to you easily?
No, not at all. Sometimes it can, but then I can be stuck for hours. But recently, with this song, it just flew. I think I've written it in, I think it was an hour.
Right.
I wrote the whole song in an hour.
Yeah.
And it was, yeah, that's what I did. It was beautiful.
And what comes first, the music or the lyrics?
The music. I'll come up with a melody.
Yeah.
And then I'll try and fit words around the melody.
Yeah.
And luckily, that's how it worked. It was good.
Yeah. Well, rather you than me, because I'd imagine I'd struggle with trying to find words. Do you want to, tell you what, they're telling me play part of that song. So can you give us a bit of I Like the Way?
Yeah, sure. I like the way you look when you're smiling, the way your smile lights up the darkest sky. And I like the way you sound when you're talking, and I can't wait to hold you in my arms. 3 days later you said I'll find that plane. Why I never told you, I must have been insane. And I've gotta find a way to let you know. And I'm coming all the way for you. No one's gonna tell me what to do. And I'm coming all the way for you. And I know that it is the right thing to do.
Wow, well, brilliant. Fabulous. That is really good. And that's all about your friend.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, this is it. You at the moment are probably well known for covers, but you're starting to branch obviously into writing your own
that's what
songs,
I want. That's where it starts.
Yeah.
That's what, if you want to make it in the business, I think you've got to have your own stuff.
Yeah.
And try and make it that way.
So are you busy at the moment writing, ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I've got songs in the pipeline ready.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to see how this one does, and then if people like it, and then I'll go keep carrying on.
Fabulous. Now, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, when you're selecting covers, what do you look for as well when you're doing those? Do you have a particular set that you like to perform?
I've noticed when I was playing in bands, we was quite versatile,
okay,
singing wise. I was a bit like a chameleon. I could imitate other people,
yeah,
not that sort of style. I could do rock, swing, stuff like that, all sorts.
Yeah.
So it's just really anything, really.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what do you prefer, performing covers or your own songs?
My own songs now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a taste for it now, definitely.
Now, we also mentioned earlier that you know you are performing locally. I mean, where can people see you play at the moment? What have you got coming up?
I've got we're doing a single launch on Sunday,
yeah,
21st, and it's at Harvey's Bar in Cleethorpes.
Okay.
And that's from 6 o'clock
okay.
PM.
And anybody can go along.
Anybody
to
can
that,
come along.
can
Yeah,
they?
I'll be doing an acoustic set for about 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Will be covers, and then I'll end on my single.
Yeah, brilliant. Where else can we see you perform this year?
Basically, I'm at T-Fest.
Okay.
This is for a lady called Tracy, I'm sure you're aware.
We did. We had Tracy on the other week, yes, and she said that you were going to be there.
Yeah, and also I'll be playing at the Healing Festival as well.
Which is in August, isn't it? Yeah.
And just pubs and clubs round, really.
Yeah.
So I'll be putting it on my music page.
Okay,
that's where I'll be.
On Facebook.
Yeah, it's Dean Fox Music on Facebook.
Can do. I mean, for anybody out there that might be listening or watching you thinking, wow, you know, what you've done, I mean, what advice would you have for anybody?
Just follow your dreams. If it's what you want to do, just go for it. Don't let anybody put you down. And if they do, you just come back stronger.
I mean, have you found that people have probably knocked you at times? Because I think sometimes the British are very good at putting a dampener, aren't they, on people's ambitions. Have you ever suffered that?
Through the X Factor and stuff like that. And I've not actually had a proper bad comment, but it's all been positive, and it's only been criticism if I needed it, and I always take it on board.
Yeah.
And it just keeps coming from there, and I just need to get better.
I think it's great, you know, the fact that you've got that determination, and
this is what I want to do without a shadow of a doubt, and I'll keep going.
Yeah.
I'll never give up. So.
I think with that type of attitude, I think you definitely will, won't you? That's what you need. So, your Facebook page then, if people are interested in finding out more, what is just tell us the name of your Facebook page.
It's Dean Fox Music.
Dean Fox Music, and obviously I Like the Way is out on June the 21st, which is Father's Day.
I know, yes, it is, yeah.
There you go, people, and they can download that from iTunes and Spotify, can't they?
They can, yep.
On Sunday, June the 21st.
And we'll be doing a music video as well, which will be going onto YouTube and stuff.
Okay, so people can. So they need to go on your page, like and share it, and obviously come along and see you at all these festivals.
Yeah, that'd be great, yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you ever so much for coming. Good luck in your career, and please come back and tell us.
Yeah, thank you.
Now here's the sport with Richard Morris.
The Capital One Cup draw has been made today, and Scunthorpe United will host Barnsley while Hull City will travel to Accrington Stanley. Both games will be played on the week commencing August the 10th. The Football League fixtures will be announced tomorrow, and we'll bring you those here on Estuary TV as soon as we have the details. 2 international cricketers have appeared in the Grimsby Town knockout competition. England and Yorkshire's Johnny Bairstow and Australia's Glenn Maxwell turned out for Lincolnshire Cavaliers. Wicketkeeper Bairstow scored 57 and took 3 catches, while Maxwell scored just 4. The side won. After the game, Maxwell tweeted, "Typical of my charity game form, I think the bowler was 16 years old as well. #cannot-buy-one." The Grimsby Town Football Club have made a new signing to replace the outgoing Linnell John Lewis. Omar Bogle joins the club from Conference North side Solihull Moors on a 3-year deal. He netted 29 times last term, winning Conference North Player of the Year in the process. The transfer pot has been boosted by the £50,000 pledged by fans as part of Operation Promotion. That's all for the sport, and if you've got a sports story for us, then please let us know or give us a call on Grimsby 01472 31553. You can also contact us using our email address sport@estuary.tv or use Facebook or Twitter. Until next time, goodbye.
Well, that's it for tonight. Thank you to my guest, Dean Fox. And don't forget that single, I Like the Way, is out this Sunday, June the 21st. You can download it from iTunes or Spotify. And if you want to find out where Dean is playing, then go visit Dean Fox Music, his Facebook page. And don't forget also that single launch this Sunday at Harvey's Bar in Cleethorpes from 6 p.m. Wasn't that, Dean? 6 p.m?
It was, yeah.
If you have a news story, then you can visit our Facebook or Twitter pages. Details are on the screen, or send us an email, news@estuary.tv. Until tomorrow, good night.
Estuary TV's weather, sponsored by Hornsby's, celebrating 100 years in buses.
Hello and welcome to Estuary TV's weather. Wednesday, cloudy and breezy, with many parts starting dry, with some patchy rain spreading later, and a maximum temperature of 20 degrees Celsius. Dry and breezy on Thursday, with some good sunny spells.
Estuary TV's weather, sponsored by Hornsby's, celebrating 100 years in buses.